I wanted to make a video about masking, and then I started writing notes down about things that I wanted to talk about, and I realised that it is a huge topic, and so I'm just going to start a video about masking, about learning to unmask, about the difficulties of masking and learning to unmask. And I first wanted to clarify what masking is, because I feel like it's misunderstood. I think people think masking is putting on a smiley face when you don't always feel good. That's not, for me, what autistic masking is. That's putting on a smiley face. Autistic masking is when I push down my autistic needs because I don't feel like I'm allowed them, or I feel embarrassed about them, or I don't feel they're socially acceptable. And that can be things like needing a routine, needing things to be a bit quieter, using sensory behaviours, using my tangles, using my headphones, generally just asking for my autistic needs to be met. When I don't feel I can do that, or when I don't do that, when I push those down, when I put myself in situations that I know that I can't manage or completely drain my energy, like going to somewhere with a big group of people, or going to a very noisy pub, or something like that, that is masking for me. That is doing things that I really struggle to do as an autistic person. I really struggle to navigate those situations. I feel I need to do them, so I do them, and then I feel absolutely awful afterwards. It takes so much of my energy. I always think when I go into one of those situations that I know I really struggle to manage, it takes me days to recover. And that's really difficult to know, because I still feel I need to do them. For me, masking is pretending I don't have special interests, or the number of times that I don't feel like I can talk about things that are important to me because I don't feel like other people want to hear about it. For example, I spoke about I have a very detailed memory about things, and I like to know a lot about things, but I don't always feel I can talk about what I know. Masking also is pretending to be someone I'm not. It is pretending to understand what everyone else is talking about when I don't get it, especially social cues and all of those kinds of things. It's small talk when I don't understand it. And masking is really detrimental to an autistic person. It is really detrimental to mental health. And for me, years of masking contributed to my eating disorder, the development of, and has contributed to me struggling in my recovery, because I don't feel like who I am, the needs I have, are okay, and that affects my mental health, and it affects my ability to meet those needs, which causes my mental health to go downhill. Masking also makes me feel like who I am isn't okay, and therefore I push who I am down. And I did that for so many years that I didn't know who I was anymore. I just hated myself. My self-esteem was and is so low. I don't feel like who I am is okay at all. And that fully contributed to my eating disorder. And that contributes now to me struggling in my recovery too. Because I don't know unmasked fee. The bits I do know, or the bits I'm learning, I'm really scared aren't okay. That's what masking is for me, and that's the impact of masking. This topic is so big, but I wanted to start talking about it, so I started today. And I am learning to unmask, and it's not easy, but I'm doing it bit by bit. That's why I'm finding fee, because for so many years I didn't know who Fee was. And then when I thought I was getting to know Fee, I got really scared because I didn't feel like it was enough. So we'll keep finding Fee. But I hope this kind of explains masking. Well, it explains it from my understanding of how I experience it. And I'm going to do more videos on this. If anyone's got anything specific they want me to talk about, especially around masking, then just say in the comments. But I'm going to be talking about this more. And I'm going to be talking about how I'm learning to unmask, how I'm learning about myself, how I'm learning who I am. And this is part of my journey, is recording how I'm learning to accept that. I'm learning to know it first, then accept it, and then hopefully one day I'll learn to love it, and it will feel enough.